Hello and welcome to Market TV Show. Today we're going to talk about the broad markets and find out what the next move is. The last time we talked about this was we had to be um, vigilant of a big down move because of the divergence that was building on the CCI on two of the indices. And now today it looks like has been played out. Now let's see what happened and see what the next move is. Let's looking at the SPX here. Currently at 3,018. Today's drop was about 5%, 5.3% to be exact. And if you take a look at the indicators today, we are now crossing downward in the MACD, showing that the momentum has shifted to the downside. And if you look at the moving average, it's close below the green line, but at support at the 200 on the 200 moving average, the red line. And if you take a look at the hourly chart right now, it is severely oversold for the day. And if I were bearish, I wouldn't be adding at this level. It wouldn't be objective. I would wait for a bounce to add short or to start short. But that's what I would do. Take a look at SPY here. Same deal, except that we see gaps here because futures it doesn't trade around the clock like the futures. And same story, 200 moving average is where it stopped so far, right on support. And one thing to note here is take a look at the volume. Huge volume today. And when it comes to the markets, if the markets need to go down, it has to always have big volume. You take a look at all the big down moves is always accompanied with large volume. Small volume bars are not big powerful moves, but this indicates that the momentum has shifted. Now let's take a look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq right now is the strongest, right on the 20, not like the S&P. 96.27 right now. Looks like it can bounce right here. QQQ not hitting the green line yet. The 20-day moving average still in a primary uptrend. Again, like SPY, big red candle bar for volume. Looking at Dow Jones here is the worst one of the three indices. This one was pointed out with the negative divergence on the daily right here. Higher high, lower high, while prices do the exact opposite. Lower high, higher high. Now prices have dropped and the divergence had played out and materialized. And look at MACD also crossed into the negative. Today was down the biggest in since the start of March, I think. Yeah, you didn't have these big down days since back then. Today was down huge at 6.42%. Take a look at the VIX. The VIX is another indicator that the momentum has changed. Remember when we talked about how it was going positive, two green up days while the market was going up at the same time. This divergence was an indication that something brewing. Either we're gonna have another huge up move or a big down move. And today was a big down move up 47%, almost 48% today on the VIX. And this is definitely a trend change. Look at that. 1, 2, and looks like a third leg is starting to materialize. You take a look at the sectors. XRT, retail, right on support, down big down there. Everything's down. XLY, the discretionary, right on support. XLV, right on support. Healthcare, straight down. XLU, utilities, right on support again. Real estate, staples, technology, the most important sector that leads pretty much the market. If this breaks, the market breaks, and this right on support looks just like QQQ. XLI, right on support, the industrial. XLF, another major one, the financial. This one looks the worst out of all the indices, all the ETFs. we're closing below the 20 here. Not to say that we can't bounce. It's always look at it as a zone. It's not a hard line. These are averages, but the trend has definitely started to show weakness. So this uptrend was a delayed bull run, unlike the rest of the market, and now has dropped the most. And it dropped first, as highlighted in previous videos. Energy has been on a downtrend for a very long time. If I zoom back, you can see. I'll have to go to the weekly chart, and you can see it has been in a downtrend, hasn't it? Ever since back here in 2014, has not made a new macro high. Communications and news sector. Facebook and Google are the big ones here. Looking like it wants to break the 20 and hit the 50 and the 200. Materials, that's a big bearish candle right there. Look at that big volume red bar. Home builders, right on support. Same thing for oil and gas. There's biotech. Look at that big rounding top. Now there's a breakdown with big volume. This is the one I'm watching right now for a good entry. And the bigger the top, the bigger the drop, as they say. So this is why I'm so interested in this one. And it's going to be a lot of talk because there was so much hype around the whole, you know what, during March that caused a big drop. Here's medical device, software. Okay. And that concludes the video. If you enjoy the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, let people know it's a new YouTube channel here, and yeah, comment as well. I'll see you later.